Party time on KLAY Radio 1180 on your AM dial here on terrystalk.com. We're having such an awesome time. If this studio were any smaller, we could get about 27 more people in here.
Actually, I have 6 people sitting on my lap right now. Woohoo!
And we've got we've got tenors, we've got musicians, we've got songwriters, we've got students. We've got such an exciting show today.
We do.
And we don't have enough chairs.
No, we don't. But we just had someone amazing walk in the door that I'm so excited to see again. It's the second time I've ever seen.
Internationally famous.
Well-known, incredible voice.
Author, land use attorney, singer.
Also,
handsome dude.
Songwriter.
And
has dealt with movies, like producing songs and music for movies.
And he can navigate from the north end of the county, the north end of the Puget Sound all the way to the south end.
But he can find any casino and play at it.
You know, I've had the pleasure of being with this guest. Have we said his name yet? Because I was out.
I don't even know what his name is.
We haven't said Tony's name yet.
Oh, so we haven't said Tony La Stella's name yet?
No, we haven't.
Oh my gosh! Well, Tony La Stella is in our studio, and it just is amazing to be here. He is just now looking at a picture that Terry had done.
By my dear friend Jeremy Kranz at Kranz Design did this thing this afternoon and said, we need to post this on the website, and by golly, we're gonna.
You know what? And everybody's got to go to Kranz Design because this thing is absolutely incredible. But, you know, Tony has done so much stuff for our community. This guy, if you're in the Tacoma area and you're watching the 4th of July fireworks, well, he's the actual guy that produced the music for the fireworks. And it is absolutely amazing. He does a thing called America Be Strong, which was to help with the 9/11 crisis and everything. And it's just, I'm excited to have him in the studio. Michelle's excited.
I'm excited. And you know what he did? Do you know what Tony did for me? And he never even met me before. Well, actually, he didn't do it for me.
What did he do?
He came down to Garage Plus and we had the chili cook-off for the veterans.
Single soldiers.
For the single soldiers. You got rented lips. I hate it when that happens. So the single soldiers come home. They have no place to go or anything. He played for 2 hours for free, getting him to play for free. I mean, just with his background and his repertoire was amazing, and I just was so grateful for that.
Well, Tony, move up to the microphone. These are high-quality microphones, and you have to be right on top of them. Otherwise, your voice gets lost in the din.
I can say I have to take this whole crew on the road with me now for my promo staff.
Oh, heck yeah. It'd be fun.
It's like the best promo I've had, I think, in the last 5 years.
Did we tell anything that was truthful, or was it all just honest-to-God truth?
I'll never tell.
I wouldn't either.
Actually, with a name like Tony, he'll take your little finger off so we can't tell.
Trust me, I'm Italian.
Yes.
So you make you make great spaghetti, lasagna, and you like to have a lot you family around.
We do.
Oh,
There you go. That's it.
I wonder we get along.
That's the bottom line.
I'm pretty much Italian, so there you go.
So did you bring a song that you're ready to play a cappella?
I actually brought a guitar and a song, but I'll have to unpack that, and I'll definitely do that before our time is up today. I'd be happy to.
Well, I know that we're so blessed to have you in the studio today, Tony. It's just amazing, the background and the experiences and the things that you're involved with. I know that we just started talking about the 9/11 experience this past summer and talked a little bit about the Single Soldiers event at Garage Plus a week or so ago. And we also mentioned about the Freedom Fair in Tacoma coming up in July 4th. And the day before that is the Wings and Wheels event that you're going to be performing at. And so I want to hear a little bit about that as well. And you did a great job of weaving in the fact that this is a business show. And my question to everybody every day, not just on the show, is how do we improve our economy? How do we build or rebuild or restructure sustainably our economy? How do we create jobs for our veterans, but how do we create jobs for our citizens in our communities?
Well, I think the best way to answer that, in my view, I was giving that some thought, actually, since I had a lot of time to drive down here in the traffic.
2 hours?
Not meant, this actually is not meant as a plug, but I want to use it more as an example. I have a very, very dear friends, which are the Nardone family, an Italian-American, well, they're actually an Italian family living here in America. They've been here for many years. And one of the things that has struck me, they've been very, very successful throughout the 30 years I've known them in their endeavors, because it's all about keeping a high amount of quality and integrity in what you do. Like, for instance, right now, as we all know, this is a very difficult time in the economy, so the thought of opening a restaurant would typically not be something that one would think would be a highly successful venture. And yet again, my friend Fernando Nardone has opened Montalcino Italian restaurant in Issaquah, where I sing 3 times a week. And I'm using this as an example because of the fact that because their quality of their food, their service, their authenticity of their menu and what they do there is so great that despite the fact that the economy is bad, they are literally packing the place 7 days a week. I mean, you need to call a week in advance to get reservations, and that's in this economy with a brand new restaurant. It's not like it just is happening now. It's been happening ever since they opened for the last 6 months. So I think a lot of it is, you know, we're living in a society, unfortunately, where there's a lot of mediocrity, and we all know this, and we see it in everything from our government to, you know, our local businesses. And I think that the answer to being successful using the Nardone family and Montalcino's and Nardone Food and Wines as an example is first of all, you want to focus on your foundation being of high quality. It has to be high quality. The food, the service, whatever your business is, high quality is number one. And, you know, people are worried about discounts, but, you know, I think the general public is willing to pay for something that's good, that they know is lasting and good and of value.
Well, you just used that word discounts, and that's, I know we're all looking for the value, but I was talking to somebody else yesterday about the whole coupon aspect, and by the time I cash in my coupon to that vendor, he's basically giving me his product for free or half price or something like that, and am I going to come back to his business without the coupon? We got to be able to build a business, to build that sustainable, repetitive business without the freebies, without the
right.
So you're right on the money, I think, to be able to build that quality image and expectation that you're going to go to without.
I paid John $3.
See, the ante keeps going up. We'll be right back to Terry's Talk here on KLAY Radio 1180 on your AM dial, and live stream at terrystalk.com. And if you guys aren't listening to this show today, you're missing an incredible conversation.
You are really missing out.
This is the best show. We need to have about 5 hours today for today's show.
Well, we have 6 people in here.
Well, there's room for 7 more.
There is, and it's hot in this room.
I see that Tony's pulled out his guitar, and I don't know how tuned it is because it's come from the weather and back and forth.
Else.
But when we were in this break, this last commercial break, we were talking about niche marketing and being able to continue to do your product, your service, your business at that high level, and remember what your marketplace is.
Tony has also several bands, and Shambhala, how do you say it?
Shambhala.
Thank you.
Shambhala is one of the songs that Three Dog Night sang.
Yeah,
right,
you got to stand. I have rented lips and tongue today. It's just not always coming out, but I'm going to return these lips and tongue after I'm done, get my own set back. Anyways, if you're from the 70s or like the 70s, 80s, really early 80s music, he does a lot of that with the Three Dog Night. When he was performing at Garage Plus, he had people standing everywhere. He has this magical voice. It just kind of draws you in.
I got to take this woman on the road with me to promote my shows.
Anytime. But so he is playing, and at the end of this, I would like you to give some of the dates and places that you're playing, because once they hear you sing, they'll know that I'm not full of it, even though I have brown eyes.
All right. I promise to do that.
Okay.
You know, one of the things I want to bring up is, you know, Tony La Stella has himself, he travels, he brings his guitar with him, and he sings everything from Sinatra to the Stones. He's an Italian tenor with a voice that is absolutely amazing. He also does Tony La Stella and the Goombas, which is one of the funnest bands I've ever seen in my life. Then he does the Shambhala Three Dog Night tribute, and they do a lot of different 80s musics and everything. Wait till you all hear his voice. It is unbelievable.
Well, gee, on that, you know what, maybe I should do a song.
Maybe you should. Was that a C note?
That was a C note.
Oh, cool. I want you to announce Tony. He's going to sing a song. I'll let him tell you what song he's going to sing. As if, third quarter, and there's, I don't know, you think of something, and I want you to announce Tony like he's in the middle of a football game and he's going to sing the song. So you whisper to him what song you're going to sing. Okay, and now I want you to do your sports thing and just jazz it on up, boy. As I blew everyone's eardrums out. I'm sorry.
That was awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tony La Stella will be performing Sway by Dean Martin.
When the rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy rhythm holds the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, dance with me, sway with ease. Don't you know you have a way with me? Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, yeah, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me sway the way that you know how. Hold me close, sway me now. The dancers may be on the floor, yeah, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me sway the way that you know how. Hold me close, sway me now. The dancers may be on the floor, yeah, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me sway the way that you know how. Hold me close, sway me down. Make me sway the way that you know how. Hold me close, sway me down. Make me sway the way that you know how. Hold me close, sway me down.
Woo! Okay, Jess, sit down. Finalize this. He just did a touchdown. How would you announce him in the sports talk? Took a touchdown with that song.
Well, you go spike the football, because that was amazing, Tony.
Tony, can you share with us where you're going to be playing, how we get tickets, and how we hear you live?
Absolutely. Well, I do a regular engagement 3 nights a week at Montalcino Ristorante Italiano in Issaquah. This is the one I was mentioning earlier, owned by the Nardone family. Wonderful, wonderful, amazing Italian food.
Can you please say that again in English?
Montalcino Restaurant Italian style, okay? Very authentic, just like you're eating in Italy, and the food is great. The wine is great.
And you're saying this in downtown?
Downtown Issaquah. Their Brunello just won #1 in the world, the Brunello wine.
It is amazing there.
And the food is great. We had a whole, and I'm there 3 nights a week doing a show I call I call Opera, Sinatra, and Italian Pop. Opera, Sinatra, and Italian. Everything from Pavarotti to Eros.
Oh. And speaking of Pavarotti, you actually got to perform with
I
famous
did.
Pavarotti.
So are you one of the 4 tenors then?
Well, I didn't quite get that far along, but we're still working on it.
Oh, so you're one of the 2 tenors then?
I'm probably like the only tenor left.
You're an outstanding tenor.
Well, I
I love
appreciate you saying
tenors.
that.
I love tenors, and I love the mezzo-soprano. What awesome experiences to know how to actually sing and project that voice.
It's been very, very fulfilling.
What a pleasure. What an absolute blessing to have you in the studio today.
A pleasure blessing.
A pleasure
My
blessing.
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
That's a poetic license. So we just combine these words with our loose lips, and we have a great time. Thank you, Tony, so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.